This is my mom, and she's in her happy place. No, I'm not referring to the fact that she's in her kitchen. I'm talking about the fact that she's surrounded by love and filled with the comfort of knowing my father, brother, and I are all under the same roof, both happy and healthy. Now this is my mom sad. Here we're sitting at the LAX airport where she took a break from crying to remind me to be careful, safe, and wise, and also to remind me that it's not too late to back out of my year abroad in Germany. Oh, and that's me sitting next to her. But here's a better picture. I cried too that day, not because I was scared or nervous, but because saying goodbye for a year is really hard. And before I left to Germany, I was repeatedly asked what my biggest fear was. I wasn't honest then when I told them I was scared of the new foods and the language. I didn't want to break their heart and tell them the truth, but I want to be honest now and tell you that my biggest fear was falling in love. That's right, I said it. I was scared of falling in love, but not with the person. I was scared of falling in love with the country. I come from a tight-knit family, and my moving far away would break more hearts than one.
Okay, so your girl's live from Germany. By the way, 11-hour flight, half an hour train, got lost at the station, didn't know where to go after because I didn't book a hotel. Anyway.
I missed out on the honeymoon phase of my year abroad in Germany. I was never sure if I was having the right amount of fun and the right kind. I spent a lot of time wondering when I would get to the peak point of the honeymoon phase. Yes, I had a good time. Yes, I made friends. And yes, I was enjoying myself, but I wasn't able to relax because I was too busy wondering when it would all be over and I would miss home enough to want to return. I would lay in bed remembering my life in Los Angeles, the place I thought any other city was incomparable to. I felt myself longing for what I was told was an extended vacation to end, for it to just be over before I could develop any real feelings. I threw myself into self-induced cultural shock, and a cloud of irritation followed me everywhere. The annoyed face I wore when I Skyped my family back home was not authentic. It felt like every eye roll and groan was staged to reassure my family that I couldn't wait to be back home with them. But it wasn't as easy to play pretend when I was out having fun with friends or making dinner with my roommates. I wanted to make myself believe I wasn't having fun and that I would be happier at home, but I couldn't.
Butterfly whisper. I don't know how.
But I was slowly forgetting about my fear and enjoying myself. Things changed about 4 months in. I started referring to my dorm room apartment as home because that was what it was. Home. I stopped calling it my dorm and just called it home with whomever, wherever, whenever. I also stopped calling my roommates roommates and instead called them by their name. Katerina, Saskia, and Sven. We began to care, communicate, and work like a family. Although I didn't notice, my mom did. She pointed it out over FaceTime one night, and I defended my words by saying that it was just easier to call my place home and my roommates by their name, but I saw the fear in her eyes and she saw the love and comfort in mine. She knew I had fallen hard for the life I made in Germany. About 11 months in, my study abroad experience had come to an end. Classes were over and students were filing out of the city to visit their families and enjoy their holiday. I said goodbye to my roommates in the early morning with tears in my eyes as we hugged. They looked at me with tears in their eyes as they waved goodbye from the curb and my taxi departed en route to the train station. The love I felt for the country and people I tried so desperately to hate has changed the way I think about the major life decisions I have to make in the future. Much to my mother and family's dismay, I have decided I don't want to live in Los Angeles for the rest of my life, but I don't necessarily want to live in Germany either. I am no longer scared of falling in love with new places because creating a home and close relationships outside of my comfort zone in LA is one of the greatest experiences. So, my biggest fear has transformed and fueled a desire to move and keep moving.